Hello and welcome to Cosmic Traveler, the one-stop shop for all of your astrology meets travel needs. My name is Shayna Conde, and let's talk about ethical travel, especially in light of Travel Tuesday deals. So in case you didn't see my previous video, I'm going to try and link it over here. Travel Tuesday, if you're not sure what it is pretty much the Black Friday of the travel industry. So you could get discounted flights, cruise lines, hotel deals, the works during that time. If you're curious about any places where you would like to travel to or any airlines specifically that have deals, go to the newsletter that I have tagged below. Everything is on there. But that is for a video that I've already done. Let's talk about ethical travel though, let's talk about ethical travel. So this is going to be a touchy subject for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. I fully understand. With great power comes great responsibility. And the passport privilege is power. How much money you have, the fact that we have the ability to travel is power. And with colonial systems, white supremacy, so many things at work around us, we have to be very intentional about where we spend our money, especially when it comes to traveling to other people's countries, entering other people's cultures, and how we participate in the places where people make their livelihood, raise their families, how we use their resources. So bear with me. I might touch a couple nerves during this. It's fine. If you want to rage on in the comments, but I have to say this. As somebody that works in the travel industry, I have to say this. Please, for the love of God, do not go to Puerto Rico and do not go to Hawaii right now. I know, but hear me out. Native activists on both of these islands, which mind you are territories, colonized territories by the United States government. Yeah, Hawaii is a state and Puerto Rico is like trying to get statehood. Hawaii is a colonized territory. Hawaii was a nation all on its own until other countries stepped in and claimed it for its own. Especially in light of the recent fires that had gone on in Hawaii, there are so many people on the islands that are native to the islands that can't even get home, can't get the resources that they need. Water pollution is rampant. Sacred mountains are being used for tourist activities, no matter how much Native people have been trying and pleading to get their voices heard, so that way respect can be given to their sacred practices. This has been going on for so long, and there are people that are very, very vocal about this on the island who are Native Hawaiians. Please listen to them. And I am just strongly encouraging people, especially with the fact that the people that are born and raised on the island are having a hard time getting the resources that they need to survive. And then you would fly in and then have this luxury experience and have all this food and go on these trips and little day trips and things, while the people just outside of your destination are struggling to survive and are actively saying, please stop. I'm just saying maybe we should listen to them. And if you would like resources as to who some of these people are, I will be listing several activists that have been very, very vocal in a newsletter that will be talking about ethical travel as it relates to Puerto Rico and Hawaii. So that will also be tagged below. So you could do that deep dive if you would like to, which I strongly encourage you to, regardless of if you want to go or don't want to go. Next is Puerto Rico. Now I understand, Puerto Rico's been a hot topic for a very long time. It's a beautiful island. Some of my closest friends, well, specifically one of my closest friends, Maria, love you, is a native to Puerto Rico. And the gentrification that has been happening on that island, especially when it comes to the tax breaks for entrepreneurs, digital nomads, Western people, regardless of if they're white or not, Western people coming into the island. My friend and her family that have lived in this home for who knows how many generations. I mean, she does, I don't. They're being priced out of their homeland in droves. Hurricane Maria, the effects of Hurricane Maria are still being felt by natives on the island today. Now, tourists don't experience this because they're tourists, but the tourist tax that increases the price of goods on the island for native people is being felt by the natives there. And once again, there are so many activists that have been talking about this ad nauseum, right? But I understand different FYP pages and different timelines showcase different things to people's algorithms. I understand that. Because I work in the travel industry and because I'm a very intersectional person, I'm a Black woman with a disability or a chronic illness who works in the travel space, and I sit in a lot of intersections. Thus, my FYP page, my timelines, my everything has these conversations in it. And I hope that if you, once again, all of these people, I will be talking about them, sharing their resources, please follow them. Please be a part of that conversation, regardless of if you do or don't want to go to these locations, because it affects colonized spaces everywhere, everywhere. If you live in the United States, you know that the United States was indigenous land, is still indigenous land. It is a colonized space, and indigenous people, when it comes to land back, we're going to just touch on Palestine in the midst of this, right? There's another creator who I will be tagging and discussing more in this newsletter, who talks about how with what's going on in Palestine, oh my gosh, what is the name of that thing? 1 second. Okay, birthright trips. There's a conversation happening about who feels comfortable or if people even should do birthright trips when it comes to what's going on with the occupation of Palestinian lands and the active genocide that is happening in Palestine. Now, I am not a Jewish person, so when it comes to whether I say, oh yeah, do, don't, while this is a conversation that is involving everybody, because the destruction of an entire ethnic group is a conversation for everybody, I think that these are conversations, especially as it pertains to land back and as it pertains to travel, that we within the travel industry should not shy away from. So these are the kinds of things that I hope that you consider before you buy the plane tickets, before you buy the all-inclusive hotel, before you buy whatever you want to on Travel Tuesday. Please consider these things and consider the people that are living in the destinations that you'd like to visit in and how your visit could impact them. So once again, all of the resources for the people that have been discussing this at length, who live in those spaces and are on the ground and are a part of the culture, will be in the newsletter. And if you would like to talk more about that, please, once again, the comment section is open. And yeah, so we can relax, we can exhale. Thank you for being a part of this conversation with me. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, in the comments, once again, like, share, subscribe. And yeah, until next time, bye.